What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, welcoming you to the channel for our very first Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle today against Patterrz, and this is the team we are bringing. There's going to be many more battles to come. If you don't know who Patterrz is, he is my good friend who also uploads videos to YouTube. His YouTube link will be in the description. Go show him some shady love after this match. Maybe he'll be uploading his side as well. I really don't know. Today, we have Drampa, Tapu Bulu, we have a Mudsdale, we have Toxapex, we have, for the very first time, Molly, our Lycanroc, and then we have Cosmo chilling here. So we're gonna go in with this team. I'm not very familiar with most of these Pokemon that I'm using. I've been using some of them. I got them trained up, but I decided, hey, let's go ahead and just jump into this. I really wanted to use Lycanroc for the first time on the channel. Hopefully it can come through. It's a weird set. I don't have the sand to take advantage of, and I'm kind of nervous depending on what Patterrz decides to bring. We can see on his screen right now, he's got a Lycanroc as well, and a Toxapex. Oh my gosh, he's got Executor, he's got Serena, he's got Raichu. I almost brought a Alolan Raichu, and he's got a Golisopod. Oh man, I really wish I had the Stealth Rocks on my... I don't have the Stealth Rocks, and I don't have a Spinner, so that's gonna be kind of problematic for us. Oh man. So his team is pretty slow besides the obvious fast Pokemon. If I can set up a Swords Dance with my Lycanroc, I can potentially sweep except for that Toxapex. So we're gonna be doing poisonous things for sure on both sides of the field. Common weaknesses I see on his team, he's got 3 Pokemon weak to flying. Of course, we don't have any flying type coverage on this team because that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I'm kind of gonna get walled out. My Tapu Bulu is gonna get kind of walled out between Executor, Serena, and the Golisopod. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be real tough for us. I mean, granted we have Stone Edge on that, which can hit the Golisopod, so we're not too worried about that front. We have no U-turners or Volt Switch users. My plan is to sweep with one of my 2 bottom row Pokemon, either my Molly or my Cosmo. For now though, I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna open up Puff because Puff can blow back probably any one Pokemon. I think Puff can blow back any single Pokemon. It's Choice Specs Puff. So I don't see too many things on Patterrz side of the field that are gonna do me dirty. Look at how clean Patterrz looks. Patterrz looks super clean. Yo, the clean Patterrz, also known as Clatters, is here. Look at that shirt. I like that shirt. Oh man, I'm kind of nervous because you guys don't know we battled Patterrz as our last Sun and I believe it was our last Oris battle or one of our last ones. We see Tony Hawk takes the field. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. We can actually check really quick. Patterrz team included Golisopod, Lycanroc, Toxapex, Serena, and Executor. So I believe that's Serena. Let me just double check. Almost positive that's Serena. I'm kind of guessing here. No, it is. Okay. Serena's grass type. Has Leaf Guard, receiving status conditions during sun and sunlight. Has Queen of Majesty. No priority can be used on her. Okay. Is she fast as well? She is not. She's base 72. All right. So I think I can just pretty safely go for a Dragon Pulse here. Not a single Fairy type on my opponent's side of the field. And a Choice Specs Dragon Pulse is going to do a lot. We're going to see the Volt Switch from this Alolan Raichu. But, ooh, that's a lot of damage. That is potentially Choice Specs. And we're gonna fire off a Choice Specs of our own right here. I don't know who's gonna switch into this, man. This is gonna be tough. This is Peekaboo. Peekaboo is gonna switch into this, and you know what? Probably take it pretty okay. Drampa, so angry with those eyebrows. Just kidding, you're not taking it okay. That's a 2-hit KO. Nothing switches in to a Choice Specs Dragon Pulse from Puff, the magic dragon. Actually, it's Puff the normal dragon, who didn't live by the sea, actually lived in the middle of the jungle. That's where Puff the normal dragon. This is not the Puff magic dragon that we grew up with. Patterrz be pretty terrified right now. I'm gonna say terrified instead of terrified, because that was a lot of damage. That was, okay, we're gonna see Baneful Bunker, that's fine. That's fine, we're not making any physical contact. He just wants to get a little more Black Sludge. I can respect that. I really can. I can 100% respect that. But I'm still gonna click Dragon Pulse right here. I'm still gonna click it. I can't click anything else, to be honest with you. I'm Choice Specs. And if we can get rid of this Peekaboo, one of his walls, oh, we are getting rid of it. It's gone. It is gone. That's huge. That's huge. Getting rid of Peekaboo, turn 3. That makes me giddy. That makes me giddy. Choice Specs max special attack Drampa. If you want to have fun, if you want to guarantee the knockout of a Pokemon like we just did, use this Pokemon. Now, what I really would like to do is I'd like to switch this out, get the grassy terrain up, so maybe I can get a nice soft switch in somehow. That would never happen. You would never gain HP before, because we don't have any slow U-turns or volt switches. We have nothing. We have nothing. So if Drampa could take out one more Mon, that would be awesome. That'd be great. But realistically, I kind of see Golisopod coming in and ruining my good time with a priority first impression. I feel like that could be the thing that comes between me and an easy W, and I don't expect an easy W. Oh my gosh, Madame Perez, what is she gonna do? She makes me so nervous. She seriously makes me so nervous. I mean, I guess she could high jump kick me into oblivion because I'm normal type. She definitely could. But I feel like Rodeo walls this thing pretty well. Or undercover. What if she sets up a sub? She looks like she's royalty. She looks like she likes to hide behind things like thrones and what have you. Oh, I don't know what she wants to do. There's got to be a reason she switched this in. I'm going to... I don't want to buff her grass type moves just like that. I really don't. I mean, I'm going to go into undercover. Listen, he sacrificed his Toxapex. I'm gonna sacrifice my Toxapex. It'll be a good time. We can now freely toxic things because there's nothing on his team that can't be toxic. We're gonna see a high jump kick. It's gonna connect, which I'm glad about. I would have been upset if we would have missed the high jump kick. I am glad that we switched out though. The Black Sludge is going to recover our delicious HP for our undercover, and we can go for a toxic here. Toxic anything? Toxic anything. Unless once again Madame Perez goes for the substitute, we'd be in pretty big trouble. By the way, if you don't know where to get Black Sludge in Sun and Moon, I want to be able to teach you guys both about battling and in-game stuff. You can find Black Sludges by using Thief on Grimers. It's a 5% chance. However, if you lead with a Pokemon with compound eyes, there's actually a 50% chance to find a Black Sludge on said Grimer. So that's just a little tidbit of information. Well, that's extra free of charge. Keep your money. Madame Perez is getting withdrawn. And gonna go out into Tony Hawk. So makes perfect sense. Get Tony Hawk in here. And I kind of want to try to figure out if this thing is choiced or not. We don't really have a good way to do that. Because the Psychic is probably coming through. There's no reason for him to go for the Volt Switch off out of the gate. And we can't very well, we don't have a Dark type to switch out into. So this is probably pretty problematic. And I'm kind of afraid to click Baneful Bunker on the off chance Raichu still gets and that he's carrying Nasty Plot and he wants to go for a little sweep. Because at that point he could Grass Knot my Mudsdale. He could Psychic my Tapu Bulu. Like, it would be pretty bad. It would be pretty rough, in my opinion. So let's just check. Is there any way to get a Nasty Plot? There is. Oh, man. Okay. I'm just going to Veno Shock, and if Undercover goes down, it goes down. That's all it comes down to. We're going to see the Psychic, so the Psychic's going to come out. Or maybe I'm thinking a little bit too much, but you know what? Oh my gosh, that is choice specs. So we both we don't want walls in this battle. Ain't nobody got time for walls. I really just needed a safe switch in. Because no one has time for walls. I could technically go on into Molly here. Molly does have this Focus Sash. Molly does have the Focus Sash. Although Rodeo coming in, I can pretty much freely click Swords Dance. And I don't think there's anything on his team that's going to really cause me too much trouble now that Toxapex has gone the Poison type. That was the one thing I was worried about before Rodeo clicked Swords Dance. We could also go into Molly, because I believe Lycanroc actually outspeeds. Raichu. I think Raichu's 109, and Lycanroc is a bit higher than that. My computer doesn't want to load. So let's go out into... You know what? Darla's Assault Vest. Let's go out into Darla. Let's go out into Darla the Mudsdale, making her debut on the channel. By the way, because I'm probably going to get this comment a lot, I did go ahead. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you should follow me on Twitter. I was tweeting little videos of me hunting Pokemon in Beast Balls the other day, and you would know that if you followed. So that's why a lot of my Pokemon earn Beast Balls right now. So Lycanroc is base 112 attack. Let's just check his team out really quick. He could have Toxapex. Oh, Toxapex is gone, isn't it? Yeah, it's gone. Executor's still back there. He's got a lot of grass types, unfortunately. And Serena's still back there. So Earthquake is resisted on a lot of fronts. Because of that, I kind of want to just go for the Rock Tomb and slow down whatever comes in. because I feel like something's coming in. I'm going to go for Rock Tomb. He's going to withdraw Tony Hawk and go out into Wyvern Tree. So Wyvern Tree, the Executor is going to come in. Now this thing is a pain. We miss our Rock Tomb. Of course. Of course. And we're in for a little bit of trouble here. We're in for a little bit of trouble here, slowing this thing down. Although I'm pretty sure this thing is pretty slow in the first place. Man, I don't know what this thing wants to do. I know I'm just gonna go into rodeo. I'm not gonna overthink it. We resist both types, or we're immune to the dragon typing actually. We can just go out into rodeo and see what this thing wants to do. It's going to probably be a sub, and we're gonna help it by gaining HP. Maybe sub citrus set. We're gonna see the toxic here. That's unfortunate. Seeing toxic on our Tapu Bulu is pretty rough, considering the only thing we have to hit this Executor with is our Zen Headbutt after Swords Dance. I'm going for Swords Dance, man. I'm going for it. Tapu Bulu doesn't really let me down. Except for when, you know, I click record and then he decides to let me down. I mean, to each their own, I guess. To each their own. Wants to go ahead and let me down. I can't stop him. Can't stop, won't stop him. I mean, I wish I could. I really do. But apparently I can't. Executor looks entirely too happy to be here. Entirely too happy to be here. None of my Pokemon are holding Z-Stones, by the way, Z-Crystals, so we won't have any Z-Moves action from my side of the field, which could be detrimental to us, honestly. We're going to see Wyvern Tree get withdrawn, and Predator the Golisopod is going to come in. That would be pretty terrifying, but unless he's banded... Unless he's banded, I'm not too worried because a +2 Horn Leech should do the trick to get him switched out. I don't want to risk the Stone Edge miss just yet. I'd rather just have to eat this first impression, which I should be able to eat it because I'm a rodeo. I'm at a rodeo right now, and then we can Horn Leech, which is going to be fantastic, and it's gonna just barely miss the knockout. We're gonna gain all of our HP back. Or almost all of our HP. Then we're gonna get our leftovers and our grassy terrain. But of course, Toxic is going to really bring us down pretty low. It's gonna bring us down pretty darn low. But Golisopod being that low is really nice. If we had Stealth Rocks, be even lower. But that's okay. We have Molly in the back. Molly in the back does have answers. Does have answers for that thing with priority Axle Rock. Axle Rock! The rock that excels at being fast. We have access to that, so it should be no big deal to take out the rest of that Golisopod. Of course, we're faster, so our priority... Well, actually, first impression is +3, I believe, not just +1. It's like fake out. So we wouldn't be able to out-prioritize it. We'd have to let something else take that hit and then go out into Molly and click Excel Rock and potentially, maybe, hopefully, kind of win. That would be nice. That would be pretty nice. I have a feeling I'm going to have to switch out here, though. As much as I want to stay in and try to body Madame Perez, I really do, I don't think I can. Especially if he has speed investment. Like, Rodeo's taking too much damage right now from this Toxic. It really reduces, and you know what, I have to stay in. Really reduces the good of Tapu Bulu being Toxic. So I think the best thing we could do is pretty much go for a Zen Headbutt. I'm gonna go for a +2 Zen Headbutt. We're gonna see U-turn here. So that's really nice on Patterrz's part. He's gonna be able to get a switch initiative. And I don't know who exactly to want to go into. Wouldn't go into Lycanroc. Goes back out into Predator. Just gonna sack this thing off or hope that I don't go for a move that would connect, but it does connect. And I don't see Predator living that. It's a crit! +2 though, I really don't think it mattered considering that Horn Leech was stabbed. Then again, it's in the grassy terrain, that's why it did so much. But I don't think it mattered too much. Rodeo though is gonna go back way down because this toxic damage is going to kill the satchel that was on Rodeo's bull. Now that I'm below half, Patterrz might feel a little bit more comfortable. I don't know if he was ready for a Tapu Bulu, I don't know. So these things are still in OU, I believe. The Tapus, nothing too crazy. But Bulu is probably my favorite. Probably my favorite so far. Then again, I've only played with Coco and Bulu. It sounds like I am in a tribe of some sort, but no, I'm not. Tony Hawk's gonna come in, and I guess a Psychic potentially will take us out. And you know, that's okay. I'm gonna click Horn Leech. On the off chance he wants to Volt Switch, I'm gonna click Horn Leech. Rodeo did enough work. It's gonna be a tie-ish game, but his Golisopod is down. We're gonna see a Psychic. I don't think we can live this because we were pretty sure that he specs. Yeah, that's gonna do a pretty big number on us for sure. We're gonna get he's gonna get the Grassy Terrain recovery, even though he's floating on his tail, literally cheating right now. That's fine. The grass is gonna disappear, and I could potentially. He still has Golis. Oh, he doesn't have Golisopod around anymore, so I can potentially go out into Cosmo here and Shell Smash. So let's go into the Cosmo. I could be, maybe I'm overlooking something that he's going to be able to get some serious damage off, but I don't think so. Shields down is activated. I'm back in my shell. He still has the Lycanroc, the Raichu, the Executor, and the Serena. But I think Cosmo can sweep from here. If he just goes for a Psychic and brings me down to Sash, the Excel Rock from his Lycanroc is going to be neutral, and it might be enough to take me out. And I don't have Focus Sash on Cosmo. The only way I really see me winning this outright is if he doesn't attack me right here. If he switches out into something, okay, he switches out. I think we can win this then. Wyvern Tree is actually going to come out, but we do have the Fairy type move for this thing. So we're going to smash some shells right here, right now. And look, can we just talk about Executor's head? No, we can't, because we can't see it. Can't talk about what we can't see. Let's go ahead and go for the Dazzling Gleam. I think that this thing learns Moonblast, and I just haven't updated it. I haven't changed it yet. I just wanted to type in Cosmo Cerebi, and that's not what I'm supposed to do. Let's just go for that, and it's not going to pick up the knockout. Moonblast would have picked up the knockout. If you guys didn't hear that, chewing on a berry, that's going to be a Citrus Harvest set. We're going to see an Energy Ball here. Going to be neutral. My shields are still up, but my defenses are pretty low. And we're going to see a turn 1 Harvest. Oh, man. I'm going to have so much regret. I'm going to have so much regret because I'm not running Moonblast on this Minior. I'm pretty sure he learns it as well. I'm pretty certain. All right. At this point, I think we should still go for the Dazzling Gleam. He doesn't really have a switch in for it anyway. So let's go for Dazzling Gleam, just to secure the knockout. Just to secure the knockout. I'm really upset because Moonblast... Oh, it doesn't learn Moonblast. Haha, never mind. I don't have to be upset anymore. I don't have to be upset anymore, Dad. Dad, it's fine. Doesn't learn it. Doesn't learn it. That's awesome. Okay, so it lived on just a little bit of HP. Patterrz trained that Wyvern Tree up very nicely, I have to say. At this point, he's basically got to decide, what do I sack off to get my Lycanroc in? Because Accelerock will take me out. I'm at -2 defense thanks to the Shell Smash. My shields are down. If I was running the White Herb on this thing like I should be, I'm definitely gonna put White Herb on this Pokemon now. Definitely see the White Herb. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You see the Shell Smash, you should just White Herb. But for a while I was running Focus Sash, but now my Focus Sash is on my Lycanroc for this battle. I don't have many battle items yet. I've been working on that on stream. But weakness pile, I mean, White Herb would have been great. We're gonna see Boof. Boof is gonna come out. And the question is, do I preserve this thing at all? And I think I do. He's definitely gonna click Accelerock, so I'm gonna get a free defense boost by switching out into Darla. He has to click Accelerock because he has to stop the sweep. So we're gonna go into Darla. Hey there, Darla, what's it like in New York City? Oh wait, your name should be Delilah. I messed that up and you're pretty. Yes, you do. So we have +1 defense here. My opponent still has the Raichu, but I do have, oh, it's Life Orb Boof. It is Life Orb Boof. The only thing you can really switch in is the Serena. So we could play on that and go for the Heavy Slam. I think, which I kind of want to do. I'm gonna go for the Heavy Slam because it's super effective on Boof, and Serena pretty much has to come in at this point. Madame Prez comes in. So we can go ahead and we can Heavy Slam this thing, and we are freaking heavy. Mudsdale weighs over 2,000 pounds, so this should be a 2 KO. Oh, it's just about. Ladies and gentlemen, the Stealth Rocks. The Stealth Rocks are key. I need to save Darla because otherwise we can pretty much get swept. stinks. This stinks. This stinks. Cosmo's so fast, it's almost not worth just sacking it off. Like, Minior outside of shields down is 120. But I really do need Darla. I really, really need Darla for Raichu, like really bad. If I stay in and I go down, then it's not the end of the world. If I sack off Cosmo, then who do I go on to? Molly? Can Molly take you out without fear? Probably not. You know, we... All right. I think I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna let... It doesn't feel right to let Darla go down like this. It doesn't feel right. I'm gonna let Cosmo go down. I'm gonna switch out to Cosmo. Let's see. Drop kick. That's gonna go ahead. Now we were at +1, I understand that. But drop kick, I believe, hits multiple times. I don't know how drop kick works. Usually, no. It lowers my attack stat, so it definitely would have lived, and it would have been super effective. So we can go out into Puff here, and we resist the stab, so the high jump kick would be the only option. And Puff can just click Dragon Pulse again. I don't need to go Ice Beam. I could just go Dragon Pulse. Let's go Dragon Pulse. Madame Perez is going to get withdrawn. Ooh, who is he sacking off? Goes out of the buff. The Excel Rock. Can't live this. This is Choice Specs Dragon Pulse. Drampa is just too powerful, guys. Drampa, you see a Drampa, you run the other way. You run the other way. If you see spectacles on its face, get out of there. Get out of there before it's too late. Drampa is here. Drampa is now. Drampa can murder even the cow. Miltank stands no chance when it comes to Drampa. You're better off running away before he says gotcha. Those were not rhyming. Shoot! I was so close. It's fine. Patterrz only has 2 Pokemon left, the Raichu and the Madame Perez that he's holding on to because I have the Mudsdale, which I understand. I understand that you see the Mudsdale, you get scared because what are you going to do without super effective damage, especially when you only have Raichu and Excel Rock user Buff left. So Madame Perez is actually going to come back out, making me think that this thing is choiced in some fashion. I'm going to click Dragon Pulse. It makes me think this thing is choiced in some fashion. Which gets me a little nervous for sure. Definitely gets me a little nervous because it has decent defenses. Its base defense is 98, both of them. It's actually got really good stats. Base 98, both defenses, 72 HP, so a little bit of natural bulk on that end. 120 attack and then 72 speed. Gonna go for the U-turn, probably hoping that I go for the a switch so that he can gain initiative, but I'm just gonna click Dragon Pulse again because I'm Choice Specs and it doesn't matter. I didn't think there was anything that the Madame Perez could do to me. Tony Hawk's gonna come in. Tony Hawk, you cannot live this Dragon Pulse either. Drampa, if you weren't on the thumbnail of our hot shot, you would be on this one. I apologize. You definitely were the MVP for today's match, Drampa. Haven't even triggered Berserk yet. We don't even need Berserk. Slap a Choice Specs on this thing, take the thinking right out of battling, click Dragon Pulse 4 times. That's what I'm doing. Clicking it a 6th time in this battle. Let's see, high jump kick. Oh, that's super effective. We're gone. We are gone. Down we go. All right, Puff, you did a good job. Puff the normal dragon living in the jungle. You did a good job. I really want to use Molly. So we're going to go into Molly here. And Molly, listen, this is your first debut. Can you land the Stone Edge for me? Can you land the Stone Edge for me? I'm begging you to land it. I'm begging you to land it. Come on. Yes! All right, Molly. Good job, Molly. Let's go. Molly, go ahead. Hitting the field. MVP easily. No, not MVP, but you guys know what I'm saying. Patterrz, that was an awesome battle. Thank you so much for that. Of course, like I said, go show Patterrz, that blue-eyed beauty over there, some shady love on his YouTube channel. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to show some shady love here. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our content coming your way. I love you so much, but I'm going to get the hashtag out of here. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady.